Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's continue our complete beginner's guide to Graveyard Keeper, picking up some bread that we're baking. And we can just check our inventory, see how we're looking. We've got billets, we've got flitch, we've got a ton of bread now. And we have a couple burial certificates that we can sell off. So I'm feeling pretty good. We have replaced our axe and our pickaxe. We need to get a better shovel made, and we'll do that as we continue gathering metal. And you can see here, look at that. We've got an ingot ready for us. If I wanted to craft a shovel, I just need simple iron parts. So let's go ahead and make these. I need them anyway. And we craft it up. We get some experience. And you're going to see very quickly, like, we're going to get to a point just at the beginning of the game, until we start doing some more quests, that we unlock every bit of tech that we can get to with just red and green experience. And then we really need to start getting blue experience. But for the time being, we're doing just wonderfully. I'm going to need a bunch more red to get advanced forging, and that's just fine. So that's going along. Nighttime. Let us just go ahead and make some more gravestones. So we need stone for that, okay? And we can do that quite simply. By the way, this is a little fire pit that you can use if you want to have an extra place to cook. But I typically don't use it that much, but there are some recipes that you get that require that cooking spot, or require like a campfire. So, if you like. Okay. I'm going to put that down there. Give myself a little bit extra wood. And let's just wander around. Okay. Wood is always good. Get a little red experience. Get a little green experience. And build up our supply. Alright, well, guess what we found right here? You need some stone? How about this huge pile of stone right here? And here's some stone over by our outhouse. Tremendous. Okay. And now, I'm going to make all 4 of these just regular gravestones. Nothing fancy. And you see, making these gravestones gives us a ton of red experience. I'm just going to eat a bunch of bread. You see me filling up my energy very aggressively as we do that. And we are actually, with that, we have enough to get advanced forging already, okay? So this will help us make, give us the ability to make an anvil instead of our wooden anvil, complex iron parts, and a chisel. So we're going to unlock that. Okay, be really happy about it. And then everything on this tree, with the exception of weapons, is locked behind blue technology. Everything over here is blue. Even all these better gravestones, it's blue. So blue is going to be stuff that we get from Spiritual Axe. We can get a little bit of blue experience right now, but it's most primarily gained by doing things related to the church. And what that means is we really need to get our graveyard quality up. Oh, there's a body in the morgue. Oh, yeah. Donkey dropped somebody off. Okay, great. So let's go work on this. Now, you see how I built that little pallet right here that could store a body? You might want that if your morgue is full. If your capacity at the morgue is full, like you have 1 out of 1 body in here, then what that means is the donkey will not come and drop off any more bodies for you, okay? And so you will slow down on the rate at which you are acquiring bodies, and you'll have to drop everything every time a body comes in and attend to it. But if you build these pallets, you see how on my morgue it now says 1 out of 2 in the upper right? That means this can hold 2 now because I have a pallet to save an extra body. So this will allow me to just say, okay, you know what? I'm in the middle of doing something else. Like, I don't want to do that right now. My inventory is full. Right, and the reason my inventory is full is because these gravestones do not stack. All right, so I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to just leave this body as is. I'm not going to take out the bone or the skull right now. I know I'd normally like to cannibalize, but I have enough bones, and this is a 2 quality body, and that's amazing. Something I haven't talked very much about yet is that you have to learn this through trial and error, through practice, but certain body parts will always add or subtract or suppress red and white skulls, okay? Like, it's always a good idea to take out fat. And then other body parts, other organs, have a variable result based on, you know, perhaps the person's life that affects, like, their choices, their actions, whether or not there's red or white skulls. So you don't always know at the beginning, like, what you're going to get. And you learn that by practice, and then later you can get a technology where you can actually see the red and white skulls from the items that you're going to remove in autopsy, but it happens, it's so long further down the road when that's going to happen. All right, so I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to add a gravestone. And you can see our quality is just flying up. This is giving 0.4 quality, okay? I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to add a gravestone. And our quality is now -1. All right? So I didn't get the skull and the bone because I'm just going to say at this point, like, bones are good for some things, but not as good as some of the other stuff. I still want them, but right now I want to get ready for the BB, and he's coming in 2 days. So let's try to do that. Okay, tremendous. We can make ourselves a better shovel. So let's finish upgrading all of our tools. And you can see how just having bread right now is keeping us in it. Like, we're just going long haul. All right? And we're going to put shovel 1. I'm going to unequip this, and I'm going to equip shovel 1. And then I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to put these bad tools away into this box. I'm going to put away... Okay, I did that the wrong way. I was looking at the right like it was my inventory. No, the left is your inventory. All right, put away the rusty shovel and put away the flesh. For now, fantastic. I'm going to put away this iron bar. I don't need to carry it around. Okay. And now what I want to do is I'm going to show you that, like, we're going to go over here. Let me find the right workstation for this. Is it here? No. One of these places we can just break apart some of these junky items that we have, but maybe not right here. Okay. So I was thinking that perhaps we could break these up, the wooden marker and the wooden cross, to get the wood out of them. But I'll tell you what, don't bother with that right now, but don't destroy them. Put them in your trunk, because what this will do for you is let you study them for science, all right? So let's just go get some rocks. And you might say, don't you need to sleep? And I will say, I've got green jelly. I'm not going to sleep until my character says he can't go anymore, and we start getting a negative debuff that we can't get away from. Okay, here's some stone. There's a bat up there. I don't know if you can see behind the tree. It's getting to be nighttime. Okay. And we don't mind the bat. Let's go fight him. Now you're going to see a bat is a lot harder than the slimes because it's going to run in and attack me, but they still don't do that much damage. And we get bat wings. Okay. Yeah, and there's a little bit of something that we can mine. I'm eating my green jelly. All right, great. Got some more iron ore. It's getting dark. And I'm just getting all this stone. Tremendous. Okay. So now we got even more stone. Now, we do have the ability to make a grave fence, but we can only do that at the carpenter's workbench. So we can't yet make that. Now we can make a better anvil right here, but it takes 4 ingots to do that. We can also increase our yard space, which lets us build on more places around our home, which is really good. But what I'm going to do is just continue making gravestones. Oh, wait. No. I don't want to break up here. Sorry. I selected the wrong thing. I'm like, what's going on? No. I want to make gravestones. Yeah. Let's make gravestones. I was queuing up the act of destroying gravestones to get stone, and that's not what I want to do. Okay, you see now we got the debuff. You see how at the top of the screen it has a ZZZ on it? That means, like, you got to go to sleep right now. You'll notice above my head I'm just losing stamina progressively from everything. Here. Let's see if I can show you more effectively what that means. Tired. You need to sleep or you'll keep losing energy, is what it says. And this is reading the buffs panel on the right. So now we do actually have to sleep. But that's okay. And we finished a bunch of bread. We can't even hold this bread because, you know, I'm going to put these in here. We have all these gravestones, which is such a good problem. I'm going to sleep. I'm just going to keep resting. You see our health restoring too while we rest. And bam. I am so refreshed. We are refreshed. So we're trying to get ready for the BB so that at this point we can get our graveyard quality high enough to complete his quest. Now again, you don't have to do it this fast or this slow. Do it at whatever pace you like, okay? I'm just feeling like we have enough stuff established right now that we can make this happen. So I'm going to go around to all of these different places, and I'm just going to take off the headstones that are not working for me and replace them with gravestones, which is something I can do, okay? And this is actually good. This wooden cross, that's doing fine. So let's just take away the wooden crosses that are adding no quality. Put in a gravestone here. Okay, we're up to 3 quality. And we're going to remove this. And we can add a gravestone here. And look at that. We're at 5 quality. So we can go to known NPCs, and the bishop says reach 5 quality at the graveyard, which we are at. Okay? And now I feel pretty good about where we're at. I need to go talk to the merchant on Merchant Day, which is no problem. But we're not there yet. So we have gravestones on everything. The quality is fine. I'm going to go to this trunk, and I'm going to put the gravestones in here that I'm not using at the moment. Okay? And we're going to go... you can see, like, this over here. This area is closed due to cultist activity. Please address any concerns to the Inquisitor. Now, this means, like, once we impress the Inquisitor and do other things, we can open up more area of our graveyard. Okay, so that's really something that we're looking to do. There's no bodies in the morgue, which is as it should be. All right, and we've got some bars smelting away. Okay, do we need to make anything? Oh, we can make an anvil. So I could go ahead and make an actual anvil. Man, I'm just going to put it down here. There. And at this anvil, okay, we can make nails, iron parts, but we can also now make complex iron parts, and we can make a rusty hammer, okay? Which we don't want that right now necessarily, but we have one. If we needed another one, we could do that. So with this, you could actually remove your wooden anvil. You don't need this anymore because we have a better anvil. So I can go here and I can just go to the bottom where it says remove and it has the red wrecking ball. I select this and I can just kind of... Okay, what I'm moving around, this is a really weird screen. So there's a tiny, tiny red square, and it's hard to see. I'm moving it to the right, so it's a little easier to see, but it starts kind of in the middle, so it can be even hard to see what you're doing. But watch, I'm using the directional pad, and I'm moving this around, okay? And you need to move this red square to what you want to remove. And then when you can remove something, in the bottom right, the remove button will light up. So I'm over the anvil, and I can click remove, and then you'll see like a wrecking ball that appears over the anvil. If you don't want that, just click A again, but I want that. So now the wrecking ball is there with the progress bar. I'm going to push B to go back, and then now I can walk over here and I can just use the Y button to work and just remove this. And we get some like stuff back, some parts back. Good. All right. Do I need to craft anything? Not really. No, that feels fine. Okay, great. Let me check my inventory. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I don't want. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm just actually going to go in my home. I have this extra box right here, okay? And this is where I put my story. I'm going to put, like, these old crosses and things in there. I'm going to put these bat wings in there. This is just going to be for things that I want to study, but don't really want to carry around with me. Okay? And outside, in this box, I'm going to put these billets, and I'm going to put these scraps, and we can put this bar. Okay? That feels pretty good. Now, while time is passing, I think it might be fun to just take a tour. So I'm going to go up north, okay? Following the road, and, oh, okay, it's getting to be nighttime, so there's a bunch of bats over here. So you could fight bats if you want, but I'm not really interested in the moment. I'm just going to spend my time gathering some stone. Okay? And... we still can't gather the sand, okay? So we don't have that technology yet. And remember, a lot of technologies will just get unlocked as you do the quest. So sometimes you have to, like, it's not a matter of unlocking it with tech points. It's a matter of completing the quest. So, for example, I can actually buy weapons right now. And now, we've unlocked everything, I think, that we can get to with red and green only. Oh, no, we need woodworking. Oh, this is how I make the carpenter's bench. That's hilarious. I forgot about that. Well, let's go make a carpenter's bench. That's easy. All right. We just need green and red, and we know how to get that. We just gather stuff. Great. I was thinking for some reason that they were gating the carpenter's bench behind a quest. I haven't done the beginning of the game in a while, but no, it's just it's further right on the tech tree than I had expected. But that's no problem for us. So that'll give us something to do while we're waiting for the BB. So we're going to go ahead and dig out these branches like this. Get a little experience of everything. Go ahead and chop down a tree. Put the log over here. And we're done. Now, I would like to make more ingots, okay? I could also make glass because I have the technology, but I don't have I'm going to put that fuel in. I don't have the ability to get sand. So I'm going to make as many ingots as I can, which is 7, and that's just fine with me. All right. And let's go get these sticks. Tremendous. Remember, if you're ever curious, all I need is to get 20 red and 10 green tech points, and I will have that fantastic carpenter's bench. So you could just go around and explore your property. That's red. I pretty much need all of this stuff, so might as well get it. This clay right here. Can't get it yet. All right. Look at that. We now have enough to get, finally, our carpenter's workbench. Now, this is huge for us for a variety of reasons, but let me explain. The carpenter's bench is great for us because it will allow us, there's the BB right there, to make the requisite items to start clearing passageways, which will open up shortcuts so we can get around faster, and open up our ability to get to Snake so we can get the stamp from Snake instead of potentially buying it, okay? So sometimes the game will provide you with options to get things in a variety of ways. I'm going to go down here, and we can build the carpenter's workbench directly. I'm going to build it right there. And I'm going to eat some bread and just go build this. So you can either buy stuff, like earn money, buy stuff, or sometimes you can do a quest to get it. And I always try to just do a quest. So we can make a chisel, okay? We can make iron armor, and you can see, look at this. This is why we're taking out the skin from bodies, because we need it for armor. But most importantly, we can make wood repair kits, but we can make planks, all right? And we can make grave fences to further improve the quality. Now, I want to make planks. I'm just eating. Okay, so I have some planks now. And let me just go over to my anvil, and I can make even complex iron parts, which is fantastic. But I'm going to make some simple iron parts. And I'm going to make some wedges. Eat, 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 eat. Great. So now I've got a variety of items on me. And we'll double check if they're good enough to start repairing passageways. But what I want to do is talk to the BB and tell him we completed his quest. So let's say I fixed the graveyard. You see, this will give us plus 10 smileys, plus 10 reputation or relationship bonus with him. And he says, I was definitely right about you. He gives us a copper story you see in the bottom, or a bronze story. I hereby pronounce you official keeper of this holy place and prior of the church. Let's arrange your first sermon. Haha, it'll be a great honor, so just stand at the pulpit and speak the words. So something that you might not expect in this game is that you could see we're walking through the church and we get access to this church, and we have to deliver the sermon. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do anything, actually. This place isn't so bad. Put up some extra decorations, some nice candles, music, incense, get all oiled up for a nice massa. Long story short, all this stuff will help you get more faith, and faith is power. So, we've unlocked a new technology to create a prayer for faith, and we get a perk called Preacher. Bishop told you that you can arrange a church service, so there you go. So now we're a preacher, and we get a casual prayer, okay? It is Sunday, so we can start praying, and we now become the preacher. We get to decorate this church. It has its own quality metric, which you can see by the crosses, and that determines the strength of reward we get from our sermons. And this is going to be another aspect of the game. We keep the graveyard. We also give sermons, okay? So right now, the only prayer that we can do is this casual prayer, all right? And it's not the best. It says right here, 10 church quality is needed to guarantee a successful ceremony. And our quality right now is bad, so we're not going to have a successful prayer right now. Or are we? Look at this. Church quality is already 15. So we have a 100% chance of getting success with this. But we don't have that many practitioners, and this isn't a very good prayer. And we say, may the force be with you. That's our prayer. How about that? Not too bad. But my sermons are much better. We got 3 faith. You should really prepare for your next ceremony. I think the last prior kept some books with some wonderful words in the church library. You'll probably find some weird stuff in there too. One of the keepers was engaged in scientific research. Haha, you can throw all that stuff out. So now we learned how to make a study table. We can gather old books, and we get a perk called Curious Mind, which means we can find the essence of things. And we have a chance of getting a story when we study items. He says, I'll spread the word about your next ceremony. Maybe someone will show up next week. By the way, as prior, it's now your duty to perform a weekly ceremony on Sundays. I can sell you some useful accessories. Ha ha ha. Also, I have a small task for you. Just talk to me when you're ready. I gotta get out of here. The air is so dry. My skin can't take it for long. All right. So this is a new region for us. We can go over here to the left to this blueprint, and we can start building items here. Right now, all we can build is a chest to store stuff. But you could see the items that are contributing quality to our church. These pews are giving us 1 quality. The altar gives us 2. And the kind of lectern gives us another 2. And the church itself is giving us 5. So I don't know how we got... Oh, we got 15 because of the prayer, I think. But now, most importantly, we get access to the church basement. Now, it's all in shambles, okay? But we can go here, and we can build stuff, and we can build a study table, but we don't need to do that right now, because we already have one. So don't build one. You got one. You have a bookshelf, okay? And you can break it. It's all busted. You could break all of this stuff and get items. You can see that this connects, and we need a beam to break this passageway, so we don't have that yet. But if we curl down and look here, we can break that if we have a beam, okay? Now check this out. This is our study table. So I can put anything here that says study, not complete, and get that experience to study it. You want to study every single item that is allowed to be studied to get a big boost of experience, right? So like this stone, for example, we want to study it, but in order to study it, okay, we need science and we need faith. So we can't just study without these resources. So we need faith that we get from prayers, and we need science. And you might say, well, how do we get science? Well, science is actually something that we can acquire, but we'll have to learn how to do that in a moment. This little box right here is where people will put offerings if they come to listen to your sermon and give us money. This says, from the head of Royal Treasury Department, we're happy to congratulate you on reopening a church in the graveyard. Also, we're pleased to inform you that by using these lands, you have become a subject of royal law. All on-ground structures remain property of the church. However, all surface land and buildings that sit no deeper than 1 royal leap, 4 royal spit, as dictated by the ancient contract, belong to the royal family in the town. Through this mailbox, you may now access a vast array of services provided by the Royal Treasury Department. Your taxes may also be paid by mail. Have a nice day, and remember, King Joe VII loves you. So, this is where we can buy exhumation permissions. They cost 1 silver and 75 copper each, and this will let us dig up a body. All right? And these other categories are how you can purchase your way into becoming a citizen, a rightful citizen, or an aristocrat. But we're not going to worry about that for right now. We've got a body to take care of. And the donkey wants to talk to us. He says, it looks like you're doing all right here. Yeah, I just opened the church. So now you own everything here? Yeah, I guess. Congratulations, you're a lucky man. You've acquired all this capital. You work for yourself. You're a true capitalist now, but this world has no such reward for a hard-working donkey like me. Even you are benefiting from my cheap labor. I fear I cannot call you comrade any longer. But I won't just lie down and take it. Here's a little present, just for you. All right? And he gives us the body, and he gives us a bunch of manure that we slip on. Okay. And let's go ahead and dig up this manure. And he gives us 12 carrot seeds. So in his manure, we find carrot seeds, so we can grow something. So what? You're a cleric now? This is Jerry. It seems so. I don't remember anything after my death. Maybe there's nothing there. Or maybe I just forgot everything. Amnesia can be a useful skill. You know what I mean, my friend? All right. So now we got some blood and some skin, and there's 2 bodies, but one of them's moving. Oh my gosh. What is that? I seem to have encountered a bug in the game. I made it. That was close. Wow, it's a nice day for a bonus corpse. Wait, it's still moving? Maybe the poor fellow died quite recently? I've never sliced open a warm one before. Let the body cool off a bit. I'll take care of it later. Oh, what? You're alive? Okay, I'll help you, but stay calm, okay? Otherwise I can't let you up. Okay. And good job, fella. Where am I? Is this a village? Yes, but how are you? And I assume you're the keeper, right? And we're in the morgue right now. Yes, how do you... There's no time for all the yakety-yak. My name is Urek, and that must be enough for now. I'm in trouble. I brought a keeper's book from a creepy man with a scar, which is Snake. According to the book, there's a locked door in the morgue. I'm expecting you're aware. And this is the door? Yep. So, give me the key, keeper. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you joking or what? No, not kidding. Quite serious. And you've no idea what book I now hold in my hands? Nope, no idea. Oh, darn. Listen carefully. I'll read this bit for you. And I glued the key with chewing gum to the inner side of the skull. I have no idea what skull it might be or where it is, for, of course, I'm no keeper. It falls to you. Find and bring me the key. And what happens when I do? Oh, you worry about the key. Meanwhile, I'll look for a keyhole. All right, so we've got a new job. Now, I'm going to put this body over here because we have a lot to talk about. First of all, this man will only appear if you have a DLC, a certain DLC purchased. I believe it is the Better Save Saul DLC. We've got a bunch of iron ingots here. The key is, as you guessed from that clue, inside Jerry's skull. We need to talk about how to get science, okay? And we need to talk about the church. We need to start building and clearing passages, okay? And we have a lot of work to do. You will see that theology has just opened up because we learned faith. So now we can unlock some new categories here which let us build things for the church, okay? And we can get paper crafting, which is what we want. Paper will help us to get science, basically. And we want paper, okay? Which we can make from bat wings. I believe you can make it with skin, too. And that's how we're going to get our science. But for now, this has been a lot in one episode, and we need to rest and just take a break. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're continuing to learn and you're having fun with this guide, and you're enjoying Graveyard Keeper. Take care.